Good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Nikki, and welcome to my brand new channel and my first ever YouTube video being recorded today. It feels like a bit of a landmark. I'm probably about 20 years behind everyone else on YouTube, but hey, everybody's got to start somewhere. As you can guess from the title of my channel, Nikki Loves Lux, my name is Nikki. I am from Scotland. You can hopefully tell that by my accent. I am 50. Yes, I've recently turned 50, which is probably why it's quite difficult to actually say that number out loud. I feel like I'm 50 going on about 25, but I definitely don't look 25. But hey, I'll take any year younger than 50 for how old I look right at this stage. Today I wanted to start off by introducing a little bit about me, tell you a little bit about what I hope to cover in the channel. And for my very first video, I asked a wise YouTuber at Dale's Addiction 2 questions in 2 of our most recent Q&As. First question was, how can you become more confident? And her answer was, well, start a YouTube channel. Okay, so she said people were lovely, really encouraging and friendly, so here I am. I love this kind of stuff. Want to increase that confidence, so hey, we'll start this channel. Second question asked her in our most recent Q&A was, what should I have in my very first video? My suggestion was my very first Luxe bag and my most recent Luxe bag. And yeah, she said yes. Apologies for the dapping. I'm a lady of a certain age, and the menopause is a great fun for making you sweat like crazy. So anyway, Luxe. What's Luxe and why Nikki loves Luxe? Well, my name, and then something that I love, which is luxury. Anything. To me, luxury can be as simple as having a day off and spending it with my hubby, who's also my best friend, right through to a lip gloss that just makes my lips feel lovely, makes me feel confident, and costs £2 in Primark or whatever. It doesn't have to be expensive to be luxury to me. I do like nicer bags, and I have a few. I'll tell you about some of my favourite designers today and who my recent obsessions have been with. One long-standing obsession for the late great Dame Vivian Westwood. Absolutely adore her handbags, adore her jewellery. Spoiler alert, that will be another video because I have quite a lot of the jewellery, and just her whole ethos of you don't need a million things, you just have to have a couple of things that actually can make it fabulous. So love that about her. And then my most recent, I would say definitely an obsession, and it's thanks to the lovely ladies that I follow on YouTube. So at Dale's Addiction, at Living Lux with Meredith, at Style by Gwenny, at Claire Louise Lux, at Well Done Filtered, at Lisa and Life in the Middle, also The Closet by Connor. I can't forget the fabulous Connor, who is an absolutely wonderful consigner. I've bought a couple of things from Connor and they've been shipped from Oz to the UK, and touch wood, I've managed to not pay customs yet. It's a miracle, and they've arrived so quickly that it's blown my mind. I think he's actually much quicker than a Royal Mail, but that wouldn't be hard for anybody in the UK knows what I'm talking about there. So these are the kind of guys who really inspired me to touch upon Fendi. Fendi makes my heart sing. Fendi have beautiful quality goods. I'm a huge fan of the Celleria items. I wasn't at first until I got one, and having one, I could see the absolute quality and the stitching and everything else is just completely and utterly mind-blowing to think that they're still hand-sewn. Their prices do not equal Hermes. Their prices are much cheaper than Chanel, and Chanel, yeah, we all know enough about wonky flaps. That's a special one for Valentina, my sales associate at Fendi in Harrods. I don't think she'd quite heard what a wonky flap was, and explaining it between a Glaswegian to someone from Italy was great fun. If you need a sales associate and you want to go to Harrods, I would highly recommend Valentina. She is the most lovely person in the world and spent so much time with me there on my 50th birthday recently. So yeah, get in contact with her if you need something from a Fendi, especially obviously because she works for she works in the Fendi concession, but she also deals with menswear and other items in Fendi too. So don't just stop at women's. If you like men's, absolutely reach out to her. But anyway, I'm ribbiting on. You'll find that about me as the more you get to know me, that I do have a tendency to ribbit on. Yeah, it's just a Scottish thing, I think. Maybe it's just a me thing. But anyway, on to my two items today. So you'd need to go back a long time to actually where I got this first item. The store that they're in now wasn't the current store at the time I purchased it. It was purchased from Vivian Westwood in a gorgeous shopping centre in Glasgow called Princess Square. It's somewhere I would recommend if you're in Glasgow, go and see it. It's on Buchanan Street, right at the bottom, and they call that street the Style Mile due to the number of shops that are all about fashion within that mile. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous building with beautiful black ironwork associated with it too. Vivian Westwood used to occupy a shop on the second floor, I think it was. Or is it the first? I'll get it right. I think it was the second, and I was definitely known to be stalking it outside it before the sale started every time. They've now moved into another store beside the Ivy in Glasgow. I don't think it's in Royal Bank Place, but it's close to that. And what I would say is that it's absolutely gorgeous. It's very much one of the new concept stores. The lighting's beautiful, the stock is incredible, the staff are wonderful, and I still don't understand how they can walk in some of the shoes, but hey, they do much better than I would. Yeah, they're absolutely out of this world, but I'm going to really take you back because I've actually got an old Vivian Westwood carrier bag. I don't know if any of you remember these. Remember the pink carrier bag? I've never been able to get rid of this just because it was from those days, and I absolutely love it. And here we are, a croc effect bag with the signature classic gold orb, and I'm moving that close to you. What you can see if you look close is it looks almost glitter effect inside. This item is, oh, I don't know how many years. I've had it, I think, longer than I've been married, and I'm married 17 years next week. If you're watching, Mr. Bradley, happy anniversary. It has feet with the orbs on it too. So 4 feet, which is fabulous. You can see the back. It's got the beautiful zip item, which, as you can see again, has the Vivian Westwood orb here. And I would say it's just an absolute classic bag. Here I am standing up with this so you can see what it looks like when I'm holding it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, I thought you would like that. There's only one sign of wear on it, and it's just a bit of glazing on the back of the handle. You can't see it because it's inside and it's just on one. Now, if I open it up, I have the original dust bag, and I have 2 small handbag pillows in it, because the small ones kind of, in my mind, actually sit better in there. Now, this shows you how long I've had it. I've not taken the Meredith would be having a fit, but that's me just taking this off the front of it. So shows you that after all those years, it's in amazing condition. And that was back in that signature black and white type check. Very Beetlejuice, I would say. When I think back to how much I paid for this, I don't even know if it was maybe just over £200, which felt like a ridiculous amount of money back in those days. But when I think about what bags cost now, especially if you're looking at Chanel, wild, wild, wild. There's just no way that's happening unless I win the Euro Millions, and it would need to be about 100 million win so that I could do all the fabulous things that I would want to and not feel guilty about spending that on a bag. So this, as you can see, is my very first one. Vivian Westwood still sells bags in this shape with orbs, albeit the orbs are much smaller. Personally, for me, I've never been a quiet luxury girl. I would rather, if it's Vivian Westwood, that the orb is as clear as. That's what it's about for me. So that's item one, black. Not my favourite colour, but I probably thought at the time that'll go with everything. Now, if we go to my next one, it's just a little bit different, but there's one thing in common with these two. And the thing in common is a top handle. So what you'll see I have here is a Fendi mini peekaboo, gold hardware, so similar to the Vivian Westwood as well. So that's two things really it's got in common. It's got a Fendi on both sides of the peekaboo. It has your little claps here and there, and it's really the easiest bag in the world. The handle's really secure. It also comes with an adjustable crossbody strap. Again, I'll put that here, so hopefully you can see that on where that sits. So that sits at a great place for me. Handle doesn't get in the way, which a lot of crossbody bags with top handles do. If I take the strap away, you can see it is so easy. You just flick and that's it off. Same on the other side. So that's it. I like it both ways, to be honest with you. This is my absolute favourite colour in the world. I am very much a pink girl. Pale pink, absolutely not. It absolutely has to be hot pink, so like really bright pinks, purpley pinks, anything like that. And yeah, my eyes, I'm like a magpie when I see colours like that, and when I see gold as well, although I do love silver hardware just as much. What I'd love to show you is kind of what that fits in here. So you'll see there's my connection, so I could make it smile like Dale if I wanted to. What it fits easily is I've got my Fendi card holder. I've got Christian Dior the Bomb. I've got Lip Glow from Dior, and I just have the neutral colour because I love it. And some paracetamol. So that's one side. Inside, hopefully you can see, there's a zipped compartment. Loads of room in there. It's actually leather lined too, which is incredible. If I close that side and take you around to the other, what you'll see at this side, again, you've got a little pocket that you could put your cards in, again leather lined. Also is my one of my favourite perfumes. I know it's expensive, but it smells absolutely divine and it makes me think I'm on holiday. So that's why I love my Dior Riviera. So yeah, huge fan of this. And then if I close this back up again, what I love is the colour. To me, it's a casual bag. It's also a dressy bag. I think you can also say that about this beauty. Obviously, I've got some smaller sizes over the years, but this size I absolutely adore as well. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I got it second hand, so I did not pay it retail. Only thing I wish I had was maybe some feet, which is what the Vivian Westwood does have, so that's definitely one thing it's got over it. Size comparison, look at the difference between the two. But what I'd say is they both fit an absolute ton. So there, my very first and very last purchases of bags. I'd love to know what you think of those two. I'd love to know what you would maybe be looking forward to seeing or hearing about on my channel. For anyone who might be interested, the dress is Popsy. It has pockets. I believe everybody who has a everyone who has a dress with pockets always tells you that it's got pockets because pockets are bloody useful. Super comfy, fabulous colours, and as you can see, it's skulls and flowers, which is very much me. So yeah, that's me. That's my items today, and that's my very first YouTube video done. Please ignore my patting my face down. I'm a lady of a certain age going through the menopause, and yeah, that's what we have to do, sadly. It's the horrendous reality of life with the menopause. But yeah, please, if you enjoyed today's video, like and subscribe. You never know, you could be my first subscriber. I will do a giveaway when I reach some of my first milestones. I've not decided what number yet that milestone will be. It might be as simple as 100, it might be that it's 500. We'll see how many years or months it takes me to get there. But anyway, thank you so much for watching if you have, and if you stayed on for over 16 minutes, thank you. I've been riveting on, but love you all very much, and that's a goodbye from me, Nikki Loves Lux.